Life is not an endless celebration. It's not about chasing temporary comfort, fleeting pleasures, or waiting for the so-called perfect moment. No, life is a battlefield, a constant battle against mediocrity, procrastination, and self-doubt. Each day when you wake up, you're faced with a simple yet powerful choice. Surrender to the easy, comfortable mediocrity around you, or stand up and wage war against your own limitations. Look around. Everywhere you turn, you'll find people who abandoned their dreams, who've traded greatness for temporary comfort and false security. They're like living corpses, drifting aimlessly, hoping success will somehow find them. But success isn't something you accidentally stumble upon. It's a tough, relentless journey carved out with your bare hands, built from sacrifice, sweat, and relentless determination. Comfort is the quiet killer of potential. It numbs ambition, slowly poisoning your dreams until they disappear entirely. People wrap themselves in layers of excuses, building elaborate stories to justify why they're not taking action. I'm not good enough, they whisper. I don't have the right resources, they mumble. Maybe tomorrow, they promise themselves, but tomorrow never comes. Day after day, year after year, they keep lying to themselves. The truth is, the world doesn't reward wishful thinking. It rewards those who step into battle, who understand growth happens outside their comfort zones. That pain is necessary for transformation. Every significant achievement throughout history was created by people who refused to accept average, who saw impossibilities not as obstacles, but as exciting challenges. Think of your mind as the ultimate battleground, far more complex than any physical fight you could ever imagine. Your enemy isn't out there somewhere. It's the voice in your head, the one urging you to quit, to settle, to blend in with everyone else. This internal voice is a master liar, feeding you narratives of fear and doubt, keeping you locked inside your mental prison. Here's the harsh reality. Most people lose this internal battle before it even starts. They let excuses, emotions, and fleeting feelings control their destiny. They blame their situations, other people, the economy, anything except themselves. These are the weak, the passive ones, the ones who will one day look back with deep regret, haunted by a single, powerful question. What if? Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a necessary part of success. Every setback prepares you for a comeback. Every rejection redirects you towards something better. Every painful moment is a chance to grow stronger. Yet, most people are terrified to fail, too scared of judgment and criticism, too worried about what others might say. They'd rather stay safe and insignificant than risk everything for greatness. But you're different. You're here for a reason. Deep inside, you know you're meant for more. You understand success, greatness, and self-mastery come at a cost. And that cost is discipline. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, a muscle you strengthen every time you choose growth over comfort. Inside of you, there's a fire, a powerful potential waiting to explode. Most people keep that fire small, suffocated by fear, doubt, and endless what-ifs. Discipline is the oxygen that turns that tiny flame into an unstoppable blaze capable of overcoming any obstacle, any challenge, any limitation. Your past doesn't define your future. Your current situation doesn't limit your potential. The only thing standing between you and your dream life is your decision, your choice to take massive, uncompromising action. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Every great change begins in a single moment of clarity. It's the moment you look in the mirror and decide you've had enough. When you realize the person holding you back is the very same person who can set you free. When you finally see that your biggest enemy isn't outside, it's inside you, whispering doubts. So ask yourself, are you controlling your destiny, or are your bad habits, distractions, and fears controlling you? Discipline is the difference between who you are now and who you could become. Every time you promise yourself you'll wake up early, exercise regularly, read more, or improve yourself, and then fail to keep that promise, you're not just failing a simple task, you're slowly destroying your self-respect. You're telling yourself that your word doesn't matter, that your commitments can be ignored, and that you're fundamentally unreliable. Think of your willpower as a muscle. Each time you choose comfort over discipline, you're actively weakening your greatest asset, your own willpower. Each compromise chips away at your strength, slowly bleeding away your potential, dreams, and identity. Look around. The world is full of people who are masters at making plans, but amateurs at execution. They're experts at talking big, imagining success, creating elaborate visions of the person they could become. But when it's time to act, they crumble like sandcastles under pressure. Social media has become the ultimate playground for these dreamers. It lets them craft illusions of progress, pretending to grow without actually doing anything meaningful. Every day, you imagine yourself as disciplined, strong, and unstoppable. You see yourself rising early, crushing your goals, and building the life you truly want. But when the alarm rings, reality hits, and your excuses come flooding back. I'm too tired, you whisper. Tomorrow, you promise. But that tomorrow never arrives. This is the real tragedy, the massive gap between who you are right now and who you know you could be. The gap is filled with excuses, fears, and comfortable mediocrity slowly destroying your dreams. The problem isn't that you lack knowledge or ability. It's that you're waiting to feel ready. You've been fooled into believing motivation is some magical force that suddenly appears and changes everything. You're waiting for the perfect moment, the inspiring Hollywood montage, the sudden burst of inspiration. But life doesn't work that way. Success isn't a sudden strike of lightning. It's the relentless pounding day after day against your own limitations. Here's the brutal truth. You will never feel completely ready. Not today, not tomorrow, not next year. Waiting to feel ready is the most dangerous form of procrastination. It's your mind's way of tricking you into staying comfortable, staying small, avoiding real growth. Discipline isn't about feeling ready. It's about doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. It's showing up when every part of you wants to quit. It's honoring your promises to yourself, even when it's painful. Feelings are temporary. Discipline is permanent. Emotions are fleeting clouds. Discipline is the unchanging sky. Stop lying to yourself. Stop waiting for motivation. It won't last. Motivation comes and goes. It fades when things get tough. It's a temporary rush, quickly followed by emptiness. Discipline, however, is a powerful weapon. It's a mindset you build through consistent action. Discipline means saying no to comfort, doing the work when nobody is watching, pushing beyond what's easy and familiar. Discipline isn't fun. It's not comfortable or easy. In fact, discipline goes against everything your brain naturally wants to do. Your mind craves comfort, convenience, and ease. It's programmed for survival, trying constantly to avoid pain and effort. Every moment is a battle between who you currently are and the greatness you could achieve. Your primitive brain will constantly sabotage your potential with lies like, rest a little longer, or you deserve a break, or just one more episode. These comforting lies become your greatest enemy, slowly suffocating your dreams. Now, consider the most successful people in history, the entrepreneurs who built empires, the athletes who set records, the artists who changed the world. Do you think they succeeded because they always felt motivated or because life was easy for them? Absolutely not. They succeeded because they fought daily against their own comfort zones, transforming struggles into strength and pain into power. They learned to win the war against their own weakness. Your comfort zone may look safe and familiar, but it's actually a beautiful prison, decorated with the illusion of security, padded with familiar routines, guarded by walls of fear, but it's still a prison. Discipline is the only key to freedom. Discipline allows you to break free, to conquer your fears, to live the life you're capable of living. Failure is not a single event. It's the accumulation of thousands of small decisions to stay comfortable, to hit snooze, to scroll endlessly instead of pursuing your goals. If you think discipline is difficult, try living with regret. Regret is far worse, far more painful, and it haunts you for life. It's the agony of knowing you could have been more, achieved more, lived more fully, but chose not to. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Look back at this moment. Will you see a disciplined warrior who took control, who chose action over comfort and pain over regret? Or will you see someone who stayed comfortable, safe, small, someone who let their dreams die slowly in mediocrity? You have two choices. Either suffer the temporary pain of discipline, waking up early, working hard, controlling your impulses, or suffer the lasting pain of regret. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about becoming 1% better every single day. Every small act of discipline is a brick laid in the fortress of your future greatness. Choose your pain, because either way, pain is inevitable. One pain leads to fulfillment, while the other leads to misery. Now is your moment, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Life doesn't wait. Your goals don't wait. While you hesitate, someone else is taking action, grinding, pushing through pain, fear, and doubt. There is no perfect moment, only this one. So who will you be? Will you stay weak, comfortable, and average? Or will you rise up, embrace discipline, and become unstoppable? The choice is yours alone. Make that choice now and never look back. At the end of the day, no one else can fight this battle for you. No one will build your dreams. No one will push you forward, and no one will carry your burdens. This is your war, and discipline is your greatest weapon. It's time to stop making excuses. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop giving power to fear and doubt. Embrace discipline, not as punishment, but as the ultimate act of self-love and self-respect. You weren't born to be weak, average, or defeated. You were born to rise, to conquer, to thrive. So right here, right now, make your choice. Choose discipline, choose strength, choose greatness. And once you do, never, ever look back.